Here we have a typical inline fuel pump assembly. We're going to walk through the steps in order to replace that. Before we begin the repair, we want to remove the negative battery cable. We will now bleed the pressure out of the system using the pressure gauge, making sure to catch any fuel that you bleed out of the system into a safe container. First, we'll disconnect the electrical connection. We'll need to remove the fuel lines. You may have some residual fuel here. Be sure and capture that in a safe container. Now we're ready to remove the fuel pump and its bracket from the frame. We will take it and the bracket to the bench to install the new fuel pump. We'll now remove the new Airtex fuel pump from the packaging. In with the pump is an installation kit that will have everything needed to reinstall this pump. When installing your wiring connector, be sure and get your leads on the proper terminals, noting the markings on the top of the pump. And be sure and not over tighten the electrical terminals. To reinstall the pump into the bracket, we'll set our isolator into the bracket and then slide our pump in. Now we can reinstall the bolts that hold the pump onto the frame rail. Now we're ready to reconnect the electrical connection and install the fuel lines. Now we will reattach the negative battery cable and cycle a key 2 to 3 times to charge the system. Now we can start the vehicle, monitoring fuel pressure, making sure it's in manufacturer's specifications. To remove the gauge, we'll shut the engine off and bleed the pressure from the system using the pressure relief on the gauge, making sure to capture any fuel in a safe container.